slippery, especially on the ledge.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I got him now, and then I get hit with a Zair, and it's like, all right, well, I avoided the Zair, and then he just air dodges, and then, okay, well, I got the read now, and then he just up tilts me, and I'm like, well, how the hell did I get hit with that?
Oh, didn't you guys lose to them? You guys were really close.
That was,
I was saying a lot of good things about your Wario.
You know what? I haven't touched this game in a couple months, so I'm not completely displeased with my performance, that said.
All right, here comes the Goon
So we're
Squad.
moving right into this one, the Goon Squad.
Yes. Justin Bieber and Big Sean versus ADHD and Nairo.
This is going to be certainly interesting because there's just going to be people and items and things everywhere. Kingtoon is going to want to take to the air, of course. Wyatt is going to want to stick to the ground. And there's going to be tornadoes from both ends on either side everywhere, so...
Ah, man. I don't know. For some reason, I see this as impossible. Like, I really see Nairo destroying everyone and ADHD taking up, like, the pieces.
I mean, that's probably an accurate description of what's going to happen. I mean, it's a pretty accurate description of what's currently happening. I'd say Xzax in particular is outclassed in the Meta Knight Ditto at the very least.
Yeah.
As we can see here, and ADHD hasn't taken much damage. And that's really his purpose, ADHD, when he teams with Nairo, is just to sort of stock tank a bit, let Nairo take up that residual damage he gets from being just so aggressive as he always is.
You don't want ADHD to get... Look at his percent. 50? Oh, never mind. 50.
I mean, you can't get in on him when there's a Nairo backing him up. I mean, it's hard enough to get in on ADHD in singles. How are you going to get on him when one of the best Meta Knights in the country is
he might be the best doubles Meta Knight, maybe. At least in the United States.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't necessarily agree either. Anti is definitely up there, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I got to see him. We'll find out.
But let's see if he can prove it today. Let's see if Nairo's streak ends later on, assuming he's going to run into Anti and Gonzalo eventually.
Assuming. Nairo's actually at, wow, a high percent. I mean, he's actually losing out of everyone. What the hell happened? So aggressive.
I mean, that's really honestly part of their strategy. It's like an Anubis where the other person doesn't really get stronger. Yeah. He just sort of goes in and doesn't really give a shit while ADHD stock tanks, and I mean, it's pretty successful for them, so I can't knock it. It might not look as demolishing as say if he played a little bit more carefully and try not to take as much residual damage, but that's one of the weaknesses of the strategy. If you can get some early kills like Kingtoon was just able to get on Nairo, then the strategy kind of falls apart.
Nairo's going in on Xzax right now. Xzax cannot land on the ground.
I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen Xzax do very much this set. I mean, this game rather. I mean, he's just sort of been thrown around in the air, and an unfortunate SD. Kingtoon taking it with stride and smiling, however.
Oh no, if you die by that, Xzax. Justin Bieber pulls his hood over his face. He hides his face. People are looking at him like, what happened? Xzax, no. Oh man. Oh my lord. Okay, the Goon Squad. One Goon, two Goon, three Goon, four.
Was that a neutral air?
I have no idea.
I think that was a neutral air that he managed to stage spike Nairo with.
But like Nairo's at 6%. I know Kingtoon did take a match off. I believe it was Nairo at the last tournament they entered. I think it was X Smash, but I don't know, man. Kingtoon has a lot to go for right now. We got Diddy Kong at 46%.
I hate just looking at Wyatt when he's playing like this, when he's sort of able to just play as safe as possible, because he just looks so bored when he's playing. He's just sort of sitting back with his controller in his hand with this blank stare on his face, just like, yeah, I'm gonna throw bananas if you get close to me.
I thought he would have been trolling. Like, let's say right there, 2v1. That's when ADHD starts smiling, going, looking like Beavis. He just like sits there and you've seen him do it. Huh? You've seen him do it. He'll sit there with the controller, go, like he just starts effing around and killing himself. That's why when it's a 2v1, it's actually more in your favor, because ADHD will kill himself.
I agree. I mean, he does play relatively carelessly regardless of the situation.
That is true.
And we've known that for a long time. I mean, I remember back at even like SNES, those days. I mean,
very careless.
It's sort of, his trademark. He plays pretty carelessly. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, ADHD's about to beat Niatono. Oh, he jumped off the stage. What's he doing? He kills himself. Oh, beautiful.
Apex 2013 spoilers.
That's what's gonna happen. ADHD in Grand Finals versus Zero. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, ADHD's a stock ahead. Oh, ADHD tries to make it even by killing himself. Yes.
The sad thing is I can predict that happening.
I can see it happening. ADHD taunts mid-match. Oh, snap, he's dead.
And it all ended with an offstage bear stage spike attempt.
Alright,
so
well, let's see if they can keep it up. They did win the first match pretty solidly.
Lilac Cruz.
Interesting
I
choice.
don't disagree with it. I can't say I agree with it either, but I don't disagree with it.
If they're trying to affect ADHD, I feel like there's better choices, like maybe a frigate. You know, Nairo kills himself sometimes too.
No, definitely I agree. However, the advantage that Nairo has is that he has 5 jumps and tornado and shuttle opener and everything else. So I agree with you that something like Frigate Orphean might have been a better decision here. But if they're comfortable on Lilac Cruz, it's definitely not a bad tooling stage. It gives them a lot of room to jump around.
That's true.
Oh, wow! Great job from Kingtoon.
Goon Squad. Kingtoon does not even flinch after that.
What the hell? Oh! Wow. Alright! Alright! Kingtoon is extraordinarily hype right now.
Oh, that was retarded. ADHD landed on stage, but Lilac
it's
like
one of those things that probably shouldn't have worked, but it definitely did. So
he landed on stage, I swear, and he's like, "Oh, shit. What happened?" All right, you know what's funny? I think they're still gonna lose. I'm sorry.
I mean, if they can keep getting wonderful miracles like that,
well, it looks like ADHD just got a miracle of his up B somehow.
yeah, miracle of his own there. Those sort of risky offstage plays definitely do pay off for him sometimes, and one of those, that was definitely one of the examples of it paying off.
All right, they need to kill that monkey 8.
But Nairo loses.
Wow.
Nairo has just been playing extra carelessly this set. I mean,
yeah, very careless. Uh-oh, almost a banana lock.
Sort of just doesn't give a shit. He's definitely going in right now.
Kingtoon's doing a good job fighting Nairo. Kingtoon's really good.
I agree. I think that while Xzax might definitely be outclassed in the Ditto, Kingtoon is more or less making up for it by fighting Nairo. He's racking on the damage very easily. And Toon Link is one of those characters that's really great at punishing you for playing carelessly. I mean,
oh my lord. Oh, if he grabbed the edge!
Ooh.
If he grabbed the edge,
If only he
Xzax.
grabbed the edge.
Now they're like even. Wait, no.
And even is not where you want to be.
Yeah, Kingtoon,
especially against ADHD and Nairo.
Kingtoon and Xzax are actually losing now, even after that.
Oh my god.
Okay, Kingtoon, but he needs to kill Diddy Kong first. Wait, he might have it. He might have it. He might have it. He might have it. What? Oh, here it goes! Here it goes! Here it goes! Oh, ADHD so retarded. Weren't we just talking about this? Why is he going off the stage?
I don't understand either, but
let me see if he's making the Beavis and Butthead face.
Yeah, he was a little bit.
He did the same crack versus Mike Hayes. Okay, ADHD, that's a smart choice.
What is he doing? I mean, granted, he had an entire extra stock there, but